So welcome everybody to our our Saturday morning event here in meeting. This is a team huddle, just so you guys know. And I really felt led in the last couple of months to really sit back and try and figure out what we can do as a team to really relock, reload, and move. And so the next, however many minutes we're on, could literally be the Zoom meeting that changes some of your lives and the lives of your family forever and ever and ever. And because we're going to talk about some things here today that I believe will really resonate for years to come with this group and through the people that will be impacted by this group over the next several years, really. And so let me start off by telling you this, guys. Over the course of our first year and a half with the company, this team went out and blessed thousands of people, not just with our business model, but with these incredible products that we have and what we're able to do with those products. That said, just like any other business, when the market changes, when the market shifts, you have to continue to pivot. You have to continue to roll with that market. And so what I've sat back and watched over the course of the last couple of months is that while we led first and foremost, that was our initial punch for the last year and a half, was CBD, right? Hey, what do you think about CBD? What are your thoughts on CBD? CBD is the hottest thing out in the world, and it still is just that. But wisdom would tell us that the marketplace has changed. Right? And what I started feeling in my spirit over the course of the last month or two is this. Everyday average people like you and I are confused. We don't know who to believe. We don't know what to what is real, what is not, whether you wear a mask or you don't, whether you're a right guy or a left gal or you're red or you're blue. Here is what I know. The powers that be should say, hey, while we're figuring this stuff out, here's what you guys should be doing. You should be protecting and strengthening your immune system. You should be taking vitamins. You should be taking glutathione. You should be increasing your zinc levels. There's so many things that everyday average people should be doing. And so what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to make a shift. We're going to pivot. And our number one, marketability tool, the thing that we're going to talk about, guys, is educating the masses at home, teaching people about immune health, their immune systems, nutrition, wellness, and wealth creation. No longer will it be hey, what do you know about CBD, right? The most important thing that we could be doing right now is talking to our friends and family about how to protect themselves and talk about immunity, because maybe some of you don't know this, but in a few weeks, we're going to be launching an immunity product, okay? That is unbelievable. How many of you guys love Tracy Gibbs? Are you guys pretty excited that we have Tracy Gibbs that's formulated all of our products? Tracy Gibbs holds over 1,000 patents. And he said, Mario, this probably is the top 5 products that I've ever created. So think about what's happening. When you turn on social media, when you turn on the news, when you go down the street, I mean, people are literally snapping on one another at the store. People are like getting in fights with one another. That's how much of an issue this is, because people that are confused, they start to look left and right. They don't know what to do. And you guys have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to be a solution. So what we're going to do, and everything that we're going to share about today comes from this. We're going to put the CBD first mentality to the side, okay? Not that we're not going to talk about CBD, not that we're not going to share about CBD, because CBD is still sexy as all get out. But right now, we're going to be a movement of everyday average people going out there and educating our friends, our family, our neighbor about how to protect their body. And guess what? We're going to celebrate customers just as much as we celebrate brand partners. We're going to go out there. We're going to celebrate somebody who got started with an immunity pack or an introduction package or a fortify package, just like somebody got started with a foundation package. Because I know people in this profession that have built multi-million-dollar careers with a $250 package. Did you guys know that? A $250 package of good quality products that people continue to buy on a monthly basis can make you a fortune, especially when your entire network is scared to death about their health. And we have an answer. We have a solution. I know Diana Mosier is on here. Diana filmed a testimonial video that was incredible. Diana had COVID, okay? She was down for the count for a couple days. She went on record as saying, guys, I am confirmed in my heart of hearts that because of what I was taking, the products that we had, because of where I had already been strengthening my immune system, my bout with this COVID thing was shortened because of how strong my body already was. How many of us know that people need to hear that message? People need to go out there. We're not curing COVID. We're not, saying that taking our products is not going to get people sick. People are going to get sick because this is a real deal. But we have a real answer, and we have a real way to protect our loved ones, and we have an opportunity to go out there. So here's one thing that I'm going to tell you. We have already redone our PowerPoint presentation. And one of the things, by the way, at 12 o'clock today, 12 noon at our weekly presentation, I'm going to be going over the new PowerPoint presentation, and I think you guys are going to love it. We're going to start off by setting the table and talking about nutrition, helping people understand that, listen, there's a lot of talking heads out there, guys, and we're not talking about that. We're not joining the side. We're not even getting involved in that. What we're about is about bringing solutions to people, and we're going to talk about the problem with nutrition and absorption. We're going to talk about the problem with our fruits and our veggies and the farming system. And then we're going to talk about these incredible products. We have tons of different video testimonials in there. And here's the best part. At the end, when people go to make a decision, here's where the shift is going to be. Hey, instead of saying, listen, the best way to get started is a foundation package for $1,500. Which I believe is the best way to get started because you earn a 2% revenue share. You have the biggest stake in the entire comp plan. However, 40 million Americans are out of work, guys. People are hurting. So instead of saying, hey, we have this $1,500 package, and if you can't, then we go down towards this $200, $300 option, we're going to flip that. And we're going to say, listen, here's what it takes to get started. $200 to $300, you're in the game. You're running. You're with us. By the way, if you are as jacked as I am, now or down the road, and you feel like you really want to take this serious on the next level, we also have a revenue share option and a foundation pack. But the majority of people are going to be starting on the mental health package, number 1 or number 2, the Fortify package, right? And this is why are we doing this? Because we are smart businessmen and businesswomen. When the market dictates pivots, when the market dictates change, we have to continue to change. Right now, asking somebody to put a $1,500 spot in could be tough. Not that it can't be done, but it could be tough. Am I having, you guys having some difficulty hearing me? Am I going in and out? Just want to make sure. Because y'all are freezing a little bit. Let me know. Let me know. Hold on. Shoot me a text. Everybody's frozen. Hopefully it's not me. Hopefully it's not me. All right, am I back? Okay, we are good. We are good. We are good. All right, hold on. Okay, we good? Okay, good. Awesome. All right, so I flipped over really quick. Okay, I flipped over really quick to my hotspot. Hopefully that works better. So how many of you guys like the idea of going out there and talking to people, and when that buying conversation happens, okay? When that buying conversation happens, it's a $200 to $300 conversation as opposed to a $1,500 conversation. Do you think you can get some more people to join your team with that type of conversation? Let me see it in the chat. If you guys feel that that could help to duplicate your business with a $200 to $300 conversation or a $1,500 conversation, I believe it can. Because here's what happens, and I've seen it time and time and time again. People get into the company, they fall in love with our products, they catch the vision of Dallin, they fall in love with our technology, they understand our compensation plan, and then they rank up to the foundation package anyways, guys. This is why we are so excited about where we're going. And so you're going to be able to see what that looks like today at 12 p.m. So I highly encourage you guys to get all of your people on the actual training. Now, that said, let's talk about what does a 90-day challenge look like? What is it all about? Listen, guys, I've been in this industry for over 10 years. I've had an opportunity to talk with, to sit down with, to be instructed by people that have made millions and millions and millions of dollars. Multiple six figures, multiple seven figures, and they all tie it back to this one specific time in their career where they said, you know what, I'm flipping the switch. I'm going to dedicate everything for the next 90 days. And so today, August 1st, I am, and if anybody's ready to run with me, guys, we've got 103 people on today, okay? You think we can start a movement with 103 people that are all unified on a part-time basis, going out there, following the system. And by the way, we're making some fun tweaks to the system as well to make it more duplicatable, to make it so that people don't feel intimidated. So wherever you are, we're going to create a place for you to be able to build your business that is suitable for you and your strengths and where you feel you are in your business, okay? So we have the ability to go on a 90-day run right now. I'm going to call this, and if you're writing notes, it's called 90 Days for the Rest of Your Life. 90 days for the rest of your life starts today. If you guys can take a 90-day period, really in anything in your life, anything, any place, anywhere in your life, whether it's spiritually, if you dedicate yourself to the Word of God, to prayer, to fasting for 90 days, your spiritual life will go into a place you've never been before, okay? If you dedicate yourself for 90 days to good health, you guys will watch weight literally fall off of you. For 90 days, if you, let's say you guys wanted to get stronger legs, right? For the lady, you want to get those booty gains, right? If you just did 90 days straight, every day in the shower, you committed to 30 squats in the shower for 90 days, you guys would see dramatic change. 90 days for the rest of your life, and it starts today. It's going to end on November 1st, which is a Sunday, and we're going to have an event. I'm going to get Ricky, Francoise, I'm going to bring in as much talent as I can, and it's on a Sunday. Sunday, November 1st, we're going to have an event called 2020 Starts Now. Or excuse me, 2021 Starts Now. Okay? Because don't you guys know that 2021 absolutely starts now? If you guys want to make 2021 the best year of your life, you've got to start sowing and planting seeds and putting, in the work right now. And so on the November 1st, we're going to end this thing. And we're going to have a massive meeting. I believe the biggest problem we're going to have is trying to find out where to host it. We're going to have 500 people at that event, guys. 500 people at that event that are all going to be focused, and you're going to come out of this 90 days and your life will be forever changed. And I say that because I've lived this. This is something that I have done. Yes, Lucy, I'm taping this. This is something that I have done multiple times in my career. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but outside of doing, some of these Zooms and a couple calls that have come in, for the last 2 weeks, I've been chilling. I've been relaxing because I know what it takes to go 90 days hard in this profession. So here are the 3 categories that I am focusing on over the course of the next 90 days. Number 1, spiritually. Number 2, physically. And number 3, financially. Those are the 3 areas that I'm going to focus on every single day, okay? I will sponsor a brand new 40 people into my team, 20 on my right and 20 on my left. The most coolest thing that's out there for you guys right now is that we have our New York trip. Guys, you still have half the year to do it, okay? So nobody is out of not being able to win that trip to New York at the end of the year. And for those of you guys that are new, if you didn't know, we have a New York City trip going on where Dallin and Daniel, our founders, are going to fly people out to New York City on New Year's Eve to watch the ball drop at a suite overlooking Times Square. Guys, that's a bucket list trip. And I believe that by that time, this will all be past us. And we're going to be able to get back to normal. And we're all going to cheers and say, thank God 2020 is out of here. Because this was a tough year, right? Well, listen, that said, I personally, now this is not for everybody, what I'm about to say. This is for me. I do this business full time. I'm going 6 days a week. Probably will take calls on Sunday. I'm going 14 hours a day minimum, okay? I'm going to work and work and work like I've never worked before. But just like Jeff said yesterday, Platinum Jeff Gonzalez, guys, in this industry, because we build a binary, every single one of you guys will be blessed by my efforts. Every single one of you guys will be blessed by the efforts of the person who introduced you into this business, because we all eat off of the same tree. So for the next 90 days, I'm going 6 days a week, 14 hours a day minimum, and I'm going hard. I'm going 8 to faint as hard as I can, because it's 90 days for the rest of my life. And I encourage you guys to do the same. And I'm going to bring to the table something that I'm going to make available for you guys in just a second. But what do I want you guys to think about over the next 90 days? If this is something that you guys want to do, here's what a 90-day run will do for you. It'll hold you accountable. Because, guys, we are the easiest person to let down, right? It's like when we all have that, hey, man, I'm starting a new diet on Monday. And by Wednesday, you're at In-N-Out. If you don't share that with someone, if you don't tell somebody about that, if you don't make yourself accountable, it's so easy for you to let yourself down, right? So number 1, it holds you accountable. Number 2, you can't have any excuses. And that's the toughest part. You can't have any excuses, because you guys know, okay, and I've said this before, there is such a thing as a good excuse. Well, my kids got this, or I got a birthday party for so-and-so, or I've got this to do. If it's not your job or your funeral, this has got to be the most important thing over the course of the next 90 days. Now, I'm going 14 hours a day. The majority of you do part-time business, so that's okay. You figure out what your extended effort looks like on a part-time basis. So right now, if you're putting in, let's be honest, COVID did a really good job of knocking out people who didn't even have the virus. Everybody became afraid. They went under a rock. I started eating every day, and they started hiding out. So wherever you're at right now, figure out what your extended hours are going to be and do something crazy. Mario, listen, I work every day full time. But when I come home, I'm going to put 3 hours a day. I'm going to put an hour and a half a day. It doesn't matter what it is, and you've got to hold to it. No excuses. No negativity. That's one of the things that we're going to really focus on, is there's no negativity. There's no complaining during this 90-day run, because there's just no place for that in the life of somebody who's focused, in the life of somebody who really wants to create something of significance, right? And then the last thing, guys, is we're going to create a plan, okay? We're going to create a plan, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a second. So what should you be doing, okay? Here's what I would encourage you guys to be doing during this time. this weekend, I would say. This weekend's going to be very important because for many of you guys, you're going to be creating your plan of attack for the next 90 days. Listen, number one, create a custom schedule that stretches you. Create a custom schedule that stretches you, that gets you out of your comfort zone, because the only thing that's going to help you to be successful is change. Break up the monotony of where you're at right now in your life. And then share it with an accountability partner or a buddy. Make sure it's somebody that you know will hold your feet to the fire and not tell you what you want to hear, okay? It can't be your best friend who's just as lazy as you are right now. It's got to be somebody who is highly motivated and that you love and you trust, okay? Now, the other thing I would say is create a plan of wellness, okay? And I said wellness because I think a lot of people, they hate this idea of a diet. I hate diets because to me, a diet is a temporary fix and everybody always falls back into their old eating habits. And so I would say create a wellness strategy. See, because wellness is not just physical, it's also spiritual, right? What are you going to do on a daily basis to feed your spirit person? What are you going to do on a daily basis to feed the spirit man, the spirit woman inside of you, to grow closer to the Lord, right? So listen, create a wellness plan. For me, I'm actually starting intermittent fasting again. That's probably been the most successful I've been, is when I intermittent fast, and then I have Sundays as a free day. That's my family day, right? And we're usually at my mom's house having family barbecue on Sundays anyways, because guess what? It's summer in California still, and we always hang out on a Sunday. So the other thing is personal development goals. I would strongly encourage you guys to link up with partners within your group and have a weekly personal development session where you guys are reading a book together, and then you come together for 30 minutes and you give each other takeaways, cliff notes, things of that nature, so that you're strong and together. Iron sharpens iron. And then here's the final one. You guys ready? Have a come to Jesus talk with your family. I've already had it with mine. And it's very difficult to do, guys, and this is why a 90-day blitz might not be for everybody, okay? Because it will require sacrifice. I'm not going to be working 16 hours a day for the rest of my life, but I will be doing it for the next 90 days. Because if I can do that, I know people personally in this industry that have put crazy hours for 90 days. You guys all know Eric Warre, right? How many of you guys know who Eric Warre is? He's one of the top trainers in network marketing. And he said distinctively, when I started my first 90-day blitz, I was making about $100,000, okay, a year, which in network marketing, to believe it or not, if that's your only income and you're making $100,000 a year, that's a tough place to be, because with taxes and all this other stuff, you're just barely getting by, okay? So he's like, I was sitting here just kind of trying to figure it out. I went on a 90-day, just put the blinders on, run. And after that 90 days, 12 months later, my 1099 was $992,000. Okay. So after a 90-day blitz, what started from that turned into nearly $1 million in 12 months. Are you willing to put forth crazy effort for 90 days to put yourself in a position where you can make $1 million over the course of the next year? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to say, hey, Mom, I'm not going to make it down this weekend? I know. Hey, Dad, I'm not going to be able to come and go on that. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be around. Or, hey, I'm going to be taking calls. If I go somewhere, just know that I might drop the AirPods in and walk in the front yard for 20 minutes to take a call. Then I'll come back into the backyard, right? These are the types of things that we've got to be willing to do. And here's what we're going to do as a team, okay? I've been in this industry for 10 years. And in this industry, I've learned that when you go hard for pockets of 90 days, it's almost impossible to do it alone. I'm going to say that again. Going hard for 90 days is almost impossible to do alone. In fact, it's biblical. The Bible says that he who puts himself in isolation seeks their own desires. So when you're isolated, and maybe some of you guys have been isolated for a while, you realize that it's so easy to not follow through. It's so easy to not be held accountable when you're like off on your own. So the reason I'm bringing this up is over the course of my career, I've hosted what we call a group called Freedom Fighters. And I typically only let Freedom Fighters be open for people who are golds or above, literally like a leadership training. What is Freedom Fighters? It's a weekly accountability coaching group where we get together, and we're going to be doing this starting this Monday night at 8 p.m. on Zoom. Typically, we meet in person. Let me tell you, the first one I ever attended was actually called Midnight Madness. It was at another company I was with. And when do you think we started that meeting? Midnight. And it was madness. We would have it right off the 605 freeway in here in California, 605 in Carson. It's in the city of Long Beach. There's a Denny's. We used to meet at that Denny's at midnight on Sunday nights, and we would sometimes be there till 2 or 3 in the morning, going over the information, setting goals, being held accountable. But what would happen is the folks who could stay alive and really see the course, we would always have massive momentum and massive production come out of this group. So we're doing it on Zoom, and it's not at midnight. It's on Monday night. The reason we do Monday nights, though, guys, is because our pay cycle runs Tuesday to Monday. So you're going to be able to see what you did on that Monday, align your goals for Tuesday, and you go into the next week. Okay, so we have goal setting. We have coaching. It is an opportunity to have one-on-one coaching. So I'm going to say, Jeff Gonzalez, let me read out your goals. What do you have? What did you do? What are you going to do this week? And so if I identify that Jeff is kind of in a hole in one of his goals and he keeps in that goal, I might press him a little. I might ask him, okay, talk to me about what you're doing. What type of reactions are you getting? So it is a one-on-one coaching session as well. But what happens is while you're in that group, you actually start to learn from one another. Okay, you start to hear. If I'm teaching something to Jeff, chances are Clarence is getting blessed by it, right? If I'm teaching something to Jeff, maybe Maya's picking something up from it. Last time we did this in our group, we had Freedom Fighters. There was about 20 people in there by process, because there is a process of elimination, and we'll talk about that as well. But you have to hit your goals to stay alive. If you don't hit your goals, you're not in the group anymore, okay? So by process of elimination, we ended with probably about 8. And out of those people, I think every single one of them promoted to gold for the first time. And we had a couple other people hit platinum for the first time. And it's just a focus, a coming together, and it builds team unity, because I will tell you, one of the things that I believe COVID did for us as a team is rob our team unity. It robbed our camaraderie. It robbed our community. And we have to protect that. We have to protect that even if it's on Zoom, okay? So this is going to be great. So here's what I want you to do. If you think that Freedom Fighters is something you want to be a part of, I want you to contact your upline gold or above and talk to them. If any of you guys want to ask me, like, hey, okay, so what does this mean? What do I have to do? Because there are some requirements. So here are some of the ground rules for Freedom Fighters, okay? So first off, no excuses, no negativity. You have to attend at least one of the View Vaseo events every week. So either Thursday night or Saturday. You have to attend that, okay? We have to be on the Sunday night sizzle call, okay, which is at 5 p.m. They last 15 minutes. Every single week. Those are some of the ground rules. So you're like, Mara, I'm totally down. I want to do this, but October 10th is a Monday night. I'm going to be on a trip. I already know I'm going to miss. Well, then you might not be able to be in, right? Well, Mario, Monday Night Football starts. I'm really excited. We haven't had any sports, you know, and my team just got Tom Brady. So, I mean, this is real important. Again, sacrifice. Are any of the NFL players going to be there when the Bills come, right? No. So, but believe me, I'm not here to judge anybody if they don't want to be in this group, okay? That's okay if you don't want to be in this group, if it's not for you, because I want you guys to be able to be at your speed, be where you're at. One of the most important things for me as we have this new birth of the U-Crew movement is fun, duplicatable wealth. And wealth is not just money, because we know now, especially, that health is wealth. So it's got to be fun, it's got to be duplicatable, right? And it's got to be, got to lead us towards wealth. So if Freedom Fighters is not for you, that's totally cool. We are still going on a run though, okay? So a couple of things that you guys should be excited about. We have myself, our Golden Above leaders. So guys, clap it up for your Golden Above leaders, because they've been putting in the work as well. We have been putting some things together that I think you guys are gonna like. Number one, how many of you guys would all like to go on a 21-day social media strategy where I literally give you what to post for 21 days on all of your platforms, right? Because I think some people want to use social media, but they're not as good at it, right? Or they're like, man, I don't even know what to post. And so what they do is they end up going online every single day and they wash their face or they wash their hair. Who thinks those friends are kind of annoying? I do. I'm sick of seeing you washing your hair. I don't want to see you washing your face every single day. So we're going to mix it up. We'll do some stuff where it's education. We'll do stuff with product testimonials. We'll do stuff with lifestyle stuff. We'll do stuff where we're educating people on wealth creation. So a 21-day strategy, okay, for social media. But here's the cool part, okay? Here's the cool part. We also are going to implement this for every brand new person who comes in. So when a brand new person joins your team, even at the Fortify package, this is what you post on the first day. This is what you post on the second day. This is what you post on the third day, so that people get in the habit of posting, because 21 days creates a habit, right? Now, we also have new texting scripts coming out. They're already done, and they're really focused on, hey, brother, I know this might seem random, but are you doing anything, or your family doing anything to protect their immunity? Or have you guys thought about what you guys should be doing to protect your health? Okay. So no, I'm not, but man, that sounds really good. Why? What's up? So we've got text scripts that are more in line with our new vision, which is immunity, which is health, which is wellness. Okay. So very important. Now, every single day, and this one here is not exclusive to Freedom Fighters, but every single day at 8 a.m. Pacific, for 5 minutes, I'm gonna host a wake-up call, and it literally is that, a call. I have a conference call where you call in, so you could be anywhere, and we're gonna log in at 8 a.m. every morning, and we're gonna have a wake-up call. Daily inspiration, daily coaching, wealth management, wealth tools, health, inspiration, whatever it is. We might even have guest people on there talking, just to start out your day right. Get your mind in the right place every single time. Okay. Now, because I know all of you guys are different, everybody's different. See, my vision, guys, is that when somebody gets started, we put them in their diamond text, we get them trained up, but then when they're ready to run, I want you guys to feel comfortable to be you. Some people, they just love to sit down with somebody and share the business with them one-on-one. Okay, that's what you want and you see the results. I want to empower you to be able to do that. Some of you guys, okay, would love to utilize videos, right? They'd love to be able to just send some videos out to people. Okay, we're going to create something for you, or we have. Some of you guys would love to use Facebook. Some of you guys would love to use Connect Calls, but sometimes you need a little help getting somebody on the Connect Call, okay? So One thing that we're going to roll out today, I haven't rolled it out yet, okay? No, wake-up calls, I don't know if they'll be recorded. One of the things that I haven't rolled out yet, and I've purposely not done it because we already have a Facebook group, and I'm gonna give it a quick facelift today. I have everything ready, and we're gonna start what's called an ATM strategy for folks that need it. Okay, ATM strategy. Write down ATM. ATM stands for add, tag, message. What if I went over to Yvette and I said, Yvette, hey girl, I don't know if you're open or you're looking, but my wife and I found some products that have really strengthened our immune system. We've absolutely fallen in love with it. Have you done anything to protect your immunity? No, I haven't. Well, listen, I don't know if you're open. There's also a way to make some money, but I can get you the details. Yeah, okay, cool. Listen, I'm going to add you into a Facebook group. Then T, I'm going to tag you in a video. And then M, I'll message you after you watch the video. Okay, can you watch it like within the next 20 minutes? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to send you a message. So you go to the Facebook group and I'm going to add Yvette. She's got to receive that and accept it. Once she accepts it, I'm going to tag her in a video. The video's already done, okay? And the video's simply going to say something like, you know what, let me actually show you. You guys want to see the video? Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm running two screens here, and sometimes it's hard when you're on Zoom. All right, let me share my screen. All right, can you guys see my screen? It should be our YouTube channel. Can you see that? Okay, so check this out. Hey guys, Mario here. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn a little bit about our immunity project. I was asked to jump on, film a quick video, share with you a little bit about my story, and perhaps answer some of your questions. Sorry, my internet looks like it's really slow. Hold on. Let's try it again. Hey guys, Mario here. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn a little bit about our immunity project. I was asked to jump on, film a quick video, share with you a little bit about my story, and perhaps answer some of your questions along the way. My background is simple. I was always told, go to school, get your degree, go into corporate, and that's how you make a life for you and your family. That's what I did. Mid-20s, I was a six-figure earner, building a family, doing life. And about 10 years ago, I get laid off completely out of the blue. And I'll tell you, it hit me like a ton of bricks because I was that person who had all of my eggs in one basket. You know, there I was out of work 6 months down the road, couldn't find a job, burning through my savings. And that's when a cousin of mine introduced me to entrepreneurship by way of direct sales. Over the course of the last 10 years, my wife and I have made an incredible amount of income. So much so that we have been work from home, stay-at-home parents for the last 5 years. Anyhow, about a year and a half ago, we partnered up with a company called Viseo, and we helped pre-launch a liposomal CBD product. And guys, we literally helped thousands and thousands of people with good nutrition and a unique business model. And why we're talking is because in a few weeks, we're going to launch a liposomal immunity product. Why is this so important right now? Listen, guys, I don't know where you're at, whether you're a right-wing person or a left-wing person, or you wear a mask or you don't. But here's one thing I think we can both agree on. Everyday average people like you and I are confused. People are worried. They don't know who to believe. And the answer has always been found in nutrition, right? And so what we're doing is we're collectively, as a group of regular people, going out there and educating everyday average people on what they need to do to protect their health with nutrition and to protect their family with nutrition. So really, there's one of two places. Mara, I really, really like what you're doing, and I'd like to learn more from a consumer perspective. Let the person who had you on this video know that. They'll walk you through that process. Or you're like, listen, I know everybody needs to learn about good nutrition, especially now. And if there's a way to make some money on the side doing it, I'm all for it. Let the person know who had you on the video, and we'll walk you down that path. Otherwise, I appreciate you taking a few minutes as we go out there and educate the masses on how to protect themselves, push away the pills, and focus on nutrition and health and wellness. So have a great day. God bless, and hopefully I'll meet you soon. So what do you guys think about that? Pretty good? So essentially, you'll be able to reach out to folks and add them to this group, tag them in that video, and then you shoot them a message. Hey, Alex, what did you think about that, bro? Are you interested in purchasing some products or learning more? Or do you want to create a little side hustle with us? Yeah, that sounds really good. How much is it? Well, there's a couple different packages ranging from $200 to $300. It just depends on which variation of product you want. How many people think you can have a question like that, have a conversation like that? Yeah. Now, well, what did you do? I got started with what's called a foundation package because there's a revenue share option, but we can talk about that at a later time. You might get somebody that says, hey, well, tell me about that. I want to get revenue share. Okay, cool. We go down that path. But it's not the lead in all the time, because here's what I know. Unless you have a ton of credibility, unless you have a ton of experience, having a $1,500 conversation is tough. That's actually considered a high ticket item. And really successful salespeople have a difficult time selling high ticket items. But everyday average people, just like you and I, we could sell $200 to $300 worth of products that we love because we do. Why would we not? Hey, $29, join the team. We'll show you how to make some side hustle money as well. Okay, so that's coming. It should be fully up and running today. And when we do, all you're going to do is you're going to get added into it. And you're off and running today, guys. You could start adding 20, 30 people a day to this group, because here's what's going to happen. When you add them in there, even if they watch it and it's not for them, most people will not take themselves out of a group. Would you agree? How many of you guys are in random groups right now, and every time you see something come up, you're like, what is this? Okay, so most people don't take themselves out of the group. One of the things that I'm going to do on a daily basis is I'm going to be marketing to this group all day long, every single day for you. So we're going to be putting in testimonials in there. We're going to be going live. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So that, let's say somebody tagged me in this group today, okay? Let's say somebody tagged me in this group today, and it's not for me. But 2 weeks from now, I get laid off. And now I'm at the house and I'm sitting there chilling and I'm just not in a good place. And I see this video come through and I'm like, you know what? Screw that, man. I need to do this. So I'm going to call Lorraine and be like, look, I need to get going on this thing. I've been watching these videos. This makes sense. In sales, that's called a drip campaign. We're dripping on them over and over again. So that's a great strategy for you guys. And then what happens is you call them and they're like, man, I'm down. What is the next step? If you don't feel comfortable having that closed conversation, request a connect call. Hey guys, I got my buddy, Alex. He watched the video. He's in, he loves it, but he wants to know what the next step is. And I'm not real confident yet about how to close somebody. Can somebody help me out? I guarantee you, your uplines are going to be like, yeah, I'll take that call. I'll help you close that call, okay? And then the last thing that we have coming, this one's going to take probably about a week or two, but I'm working with an individual to create a custom landing page where somebody can register for a live webinar that is at 12, 3, and 6 every single day, and it's pre-recorded. So you're out talking to somebody, you mention a few things with somebody and they say, man, that sounds awesome. Hey, listen, and they're not on Facebook or you're not friends with them on Facebook, say, listen, man, I'm going to shoot you this link. Register for a webinar. We're blowing up. We hold like 3 a day. We have one at 3, 12, 3, and 6 every single day. Register for the webinar. They literally register for it. They'll get an email confirmation, okay? And then they watch it. You get to see if they were on it. And it's me going through the PowerPoint presentation and I'm presenting it in a live way. Like, hey, everybody, how's it going? My name is Mario. Super excited for you to be able to be on the webinar today, blah, blah, blah. And then I go through the information and it's just running all day long. It's just another way for us to be able to get people in front of the business. But here's the best part. Remember, at the end, It's super simple, guys. Listen, $200 to $300, depending on what package you want to go through, you're in the game. We get you trained up, and if you can literally put people on webinars like this, if you can tag them in Facebook groups, if you can send them videos, you can be successful. I'm not asking you to come out of pocket $1,500. If you want to, we can talk about that because there's a lot of benefit to it. But you could build a successful work-from-home, stay-at-home business with $200 to $300. Guys, we are bringing everything to you guys. 90 days for the rest of your life. I'm looking for 10 people. 10 people who are committed on another level. 10 people who say, Mario, listen, I'm in. There's nothing else that I want to focus on right now. Guys, we got to turn off the TV. We got to stop scrolling. We got to bring unity. We got to bring unity. And this is something, there's two things, and I'll get off topic, but I think there's two things that I believe we can do to provide solutions and bring unity. Number one, okay, is go out there and educate people on what they can do to protect themselves. Because I don't care if you're black, brown, white, yellow, orange, gray, green, purple, it doesn't matter. If I'm telling a friend, hey man, I think you should really take a look at these products. I don't care even if you join me, but take a look at these products. They'll really help you. That's going to unify people because I'm caring about my fellow brother, my fellow sister, regardless of what they look like, where they've been, where they grew up, you know, their background and education. Providing solutions through nutrition and wellness will bring unity. And the other one, I'll tell you, will bring unity, and this is just a freebie. I'm not charging for this one. Get out there and fight for children, okay? Go and fight for children. Here's one thing that I learned on Thursday. For those of you guys that made it out on Thursday or represented on social media, love you guys. Steph and I hosted a rally for human trafficking. And while we were out there, guys, you know what I noticed? People were coming through the intersection honking, making U-turns, Mexican, Hispanic, Arabic, Middle Eastern, Black. And you know what they all did? They all thumbs up, clapping, honking horns. Children will unify us. So if you get passionate about educating the masses on what's going on out there with human trafficking and sex trafficking, you'll also be part of the solution. That's something that's very near and dear to my heart. Off subject, but that's what God showed me. Man, we need to bring unity. And the way to bring unity is to protect the babies. Because guess what? We all have babies. We all have little children. And guess what? our heart stops. The anger goes away and our heart stops when we think of what could happen to our children and children of other people that we love, right? So definitely, guys, I would say, Clarence, hey, Clarence, I didn't know that, bro. Hey, man, I see you. We need to get together, brother. So yeah, guys, so I'm pumped, okay? I'm excited about what we've got going on. So what happens next, okay? First off, let me see a number one. If you're excited about our new direction, immunity first is our push. Are you excited about the immunity first push? Wellness and health, providing solutions. Yes, okay? That's massive. But guess what? We still got the silver bullet of CBD in our back pocket. Don't trip. Okay, at any time, we could pull that silver bullet out and people are going to be excited. What? You have CBD too? Yeah, hello, the best in the world. Okay, so number one, you're excited about our immunity first push. I love it. Okay, now, number two, how many of you guys are excited about the shift from the Fortify Wellness Pack and the CBDs, right? As opposed to just focusing on foundation. Do you like that shift? Do you like the shift of focusing on the smaller packs first and rolling up people? Hit a number two if you like that, right? Hit a number two if you like the new packs, right? Focusing on smaller packs and then getting people to bounce up later, because I guarantee you they will. Not to mention, guys, think about this. We all know that wealth creation comes from where? LCP. When you have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 LCPs every morning, and it consistently happens, that's where you start to build time freedom. How many of you understand that? If I get somebody to join our team for $250, $300, they're not going to really care about doing an LCP the next month or the next month or the next month. But if you have if we're force feeding everybody to do a foundation pack, and now they're strapped, and in 30 days they want it, LCP comes up, that's where that weird conversation, because I'm like, dude, I have two of everything. Like, why do I gotta buy more, right? I want this to be fun. I want this to be duplicatable. By the way, when you build a business and you get to that next level, guys, I buy like $500-600 worth of product every month, right? Because I use it and I love it and I use it for my business. But let's let people get to that point organically, right? Let's let them evolve to that place. So yes, I see a bunch of number twos. Yes, LCP is where it's at. Number 3, okay? Type in a number 3 if you're liking this idea of freedom fighters. If you think freedom fighters is something that you can be involved in and you can commit to, right? Let me know. I'm going to spend the majority of this weekend prepping for freedom fighters. Actually, I didn't get a chance to show it to you, but let me show it to you now. We have a document that for some of you guys that were in this group, you remember it works so well. It's your weekly accountability sheet. Okay, hold on. Boom. Okay, let me pull it up. Might be a little tough to see, but I think you should be able to get the point here. Bam. Okay. Oh, no, the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I want you to see the sheet. It's pretty cool. Okay, can you guys see it now? No? Okay, hold on. And so what I actually tell people to do is go old school when we get on this thing. And boom, can you see it now? Yeah, okay, so we go old school with this and you print them out, okay? And so what you do is you print it out and you go, okay, so week 1 is Tuesday to Monday, you put the dates there, okay? And then you put your current rank, okay? So maybe I'm a star 800 or maybe I'm a gold. Then what we do is we say, okay, this week going from Tuesday to Monday, how many brand partners do I want to sponsor personally, okay? And how many connect calls do I want to schedule, okay? If you take them, how many connect calls do I want to receive, okay? Now I'm going to tweak this a little bit because some of you guys are not just going to be doing connect calls. Some of you guys might be doing the ATM strategy, right? Some of you guys might be using some of our other tools. So I might say, how many eyeballs do I want to get on the information? Like how many presentations do I want to get people in front of? Because a presentation is a connect call. A presentation could be getting them on a Zoom. A presentation could be putting them on the ATM strategy. The idea is we want to train you guys to teach how many people do I want to expose the business to this week, okay? How many personal guests on the VBE Zooms, the Thursday or the Saturday? So this week, I want to have 2 people on the Zoom on Saturday and 1 on Thursday, okay? How many star makers do I want to make this week? What's my personal development goal? And what's my customer goal? Now, some of you guys might be like, oh my God, I'm already afraid. Listen, you set your own goal. So if your goal is to get 1 customer and you achieve it, that's what we're about. If your goal is to get 1 brand partner and we achieve it, that's what it's about. Because here's what will happen as we're going, and let's say every Monday, let's say for 5 weeks in a row, Rita said, I want to get 1 brand partner, and she keeps achieving it, okay? On the 6th week, I'm probably going to tell Rita, time to go to 2 now, girl. Let's go. Push yourself, okay? And you start stretching yourself. Or maybe Rita, on the flip side, every single week, Rita says, I'm going to get 2 brand partners, 0. 2 brand partners, 0. 2 brand partners, 0. I'm going to say, Rita, why don't we focus on 1 this week? And then more importantly than that, let's look at your goal for how many people you're presenting to. Because that goal will influence your brand partner goal, okay? And then how many people do you get registered for our event, okay? Every single week, we got to get somebody registered for the event that we're having, and I'm going to have details up on that before the end of the weekend, okay? So what we do, though, is we have the actuals. So these are your goals. You line up here at the top, and then when you go into the week, you actually record the actuals here. See, because this is where we talk about accountability. Jaja might say, Mario, oh, I wanted to get 2 people on the team this week, 2 brand partners. Awesome. When we report them next week, I'm going to say, who were they? Tell me their names. Because believe it or not, I've had people say, oh yeah, I got it. Who were they? Yeah, I got it. Like, we have to have visibility. You have to have transparency, right? Okay, so I scheduled, I wanted to schedule 5 Connect calls. I actually scheduled 4, and here who they were, okay? I said I would be available to take 6 Connect calls for my team this week, and these are the ones that I took. And so it's just simple. It's just, there's nothing like crazy, guys. It's just accountability where we come together as a team and we say, look, I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to expose myself. I want to make sure that I do this right, and I want to make sure that I'm able to really be successful this time. So if you like the idea of Freedom Fighters, and I think I already did this. Yeah, if you guys are interested in Freedom Fighters, next step for you guys would be this. Talk to your upline, gold or above, because here's what I need. I need your email address, okay? Your name and your email address to your upline, gold or above. So golds or above, make sure that you compile this list. And if you have multiple golds underneath you, like let's say Jackie or Tanya, if you guys have multiple golds underneath you, coordinate with them so that you only compile one list that you send to me, because this is going to be on a secret Zoom ID. Okay, so you're going to have to be personally invited to this Zoom. So I have to manually email you out a link for you guys to join. Okay, the other thing is, is I also need to get you the tracker. So Monday night at 8 p.m., you're gonna decide whether or not you want to be in this group. Okay. Also, because we are on Zoom, if you're 1 minute late, you're out. Okay. You guys ever heard of Vince Lombardi? You know who Vince Lombardi is? One of the greatest football coaches in history, NFL. If you were late 1 minute to his meeting, he locked the door. You're a professional football player. The team pays you tons of money, and he would lock you out like you were a kid. Because if you can't be on time, that's an expression of respect, and it's also an expression of your self-discipline. But Mario, I know. Well, listen, the good news is you could be in your car logged in on time. Well, I was still, driving home, right? I said, just be there. And I want you guys also, okay? And again, this is why it might not be for everybody. And I'm not trying to scare people off. I don't want to see people walking around on Zoom on a Freedom Fighters. You got to be stationary. You got to be somewhere where you're sitting and you're learning, okay? Not one of the Zooms where I hear people like jogging business, right? Or at the pool with their feet up. No, like we have to be locked in. We have to treat this with respect to get the most out of it for you guys. So have a couple days this weekend to decide if Freedom Fighters is for you, okay? If it's not, that's totally cool. I'm going to re-implement out the 3-5-5-5-3. I'm doing that every single day for 90 days, okay? Every single day for 90 days. So let's say Freedom Fighters is not for you, but you still want to go on a 90-day run, okay? 3-5-5-5-3 every single day. You guys will rank advance 3 ranks in 90 days. I promise you that. If you do 3-5-5-5-3 for 90 days, you will rank advance 3 times in 90 days. I promise you guys that. Okay? So I'm fired up. Today is day 1. I'm going to get in the lab here. I've got some things I've got to finish out for you guys. Get you ready for Monday. I'm going to have the ATM Strategy Facebook group up and running just as soon as I can. I've got everything. I've just got to execute it. The reason I didn't do it is because we're taking one of our old groups, giving it a facelift because some of you guys are already on there. And if I did it early, you'd already see it. So I had to wait until I delivered the message. And also, I'm going to be available. So if any of you guys have Connect calls, I'm going to start doing as many Connect calls on Zoom as possible. If you guys are out there and you want to schedule a Zoom just for you, like let's say Jaja's like, Mario, at 12 o'clock on Monday, will you do a Zoom for me? And Jaja puts a bunch of prospects on there. I'm going to do it. Also, reach out to your leaders, because once the new PowerPoint is released, the new PowerPoint is built so that every single one of you can literally just flip that chart and read it. Every single one of you guys should just be able to flip the chart and read it and start sharing, okay? I'm fired up. I believe this is the first day, 90 days for the rest of our life. You guys are going to see what happens with this group, right? Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. This is the fastest growing team in the entire company. This team really set shockwaves through the entire company when we stepped in here a year and a half. We put this company into massive momentum, and I believe in every single one of you guys. Steph, I pray for you guys on a daily, and we're here with you every step of the way. But listen, I'm looking for 10 people who are hungry. I'm looking for 10 people who are going to put everything to the side. No excuses, no negativity, nothing but positivity. And I'm going to say, Mara, look, I'm ready to go into the trenches with you for 90 days. And when we come out, guess what's going to happen? Your business, your personal life, your spiritual life, your physical life, everything is going to be different. Use this as a catalyst to drop that extra 20 pounds that you've been wanting to do, right? Use this as a catalyst to really get back where you want to be with God. Take this and act like you're going to boot camp, right? If you were to go to the military, they take you to boot camp first, right? And they recondition everything. This is your boot camp, your own personal 90-day boot camp to change your life. 90 days for the rest of your life. Also, when you're posting, hashtag 90 days for the rest of your life. Everything you do, hashtag 90 days, put 90. 90 days for the rest of your life. Let's create a movement. There's your why, Anthony. There's your why, brother. Look at how big she is. Oh, my goodness. That's awesome. All right, guys. Love you. We'll see you at 12 Pacific. Get your prospects on. We'll talk to you soon. Once this is recorded and converted, I'll get it up for you guys on YouTube as well. All right? Bye, guys.